Hello guys, and welcome to episode 107 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Von Carsteins on very hard difficulty. Today we are going to be moving on from taking Val's Anvil off of the Dark Elves. I think the last thing that was needed to be done in this turn was to move Rudiger, so let's get on with that. We're going to be taking him out of Norden after he's replenished his forces, and he's going to be following up Bernard, who's currently raiding his way through the Norscan lands. So let's get him into full speed and up next to the Bay of Blades. Lovely. I think that was everything else done. We've just got to assign a skill point to Milland and then spend our cash. So we'll go into the provinces. I'll go by lowest first. Not sure if I want to put the cash towards a port just yet. Tower of Lycium could definitely do with being upgraded, so we'll put it towards that. And then over at the Kingdom of Beasts, the public order is quite low, but it's only going down by -1. I think what I'm going to do is just pick up a gibbet here alongside the Herb Gatherers camp that I may as well upgrade actually. It's only 1,200 to do so. We've got 3,000 left. What else could we spend that on? And there's nothing that I can see that's obvious. Maybe the walls at Doomglade? Or we could build up at Briom. Getting the corpse pile here is not a bad idea. What about at Frozen Landing? Probably not worth actually getting the outpost garrison and awakened battlefield there, just because it doesn't give us walls. A Matorka you can build and put a gibbet in there. Yeah, let's do that. That's an extra 100 income per turn. I wonder if there's anywhere else actually that can build gibbets. There must be a few places that we haven't built those yet, because that's some easy income for sure. But that's all of our cash spent, all of the armies moved. Technology finishes in 2 turns. I'm not sure we want to do anything with diplomacy unless we can like ask our friends for money.
King in the wood, the
Let's see.
mighty Deepwood welcomes you beneath its bower. Very good.
Oh, thank you. They gave us 1,000. 1,300. See if we can get some decent money for a defensive alliance. And that's still a high chance. I think they just have a severe lack of money to give us.
Yes.
Okay, 700 will do. That's the exiles. Let's ask Khemri for some cash.
Not invoke the gods around Citra.
They give us 1,300 as well. What about the Rakaf dynasty? Go on, you give me a bunch of money as well. No, maybe not. What about 300? That'll do. That actually gives us 4,000. I'm not going to bother trying to find places to spend that. I'm just going to hold on to it, and we will move on to the next turn. So the greenskins should be dead soon. We have Count Ewald actually getting pretty close. I could potentially put a war target on them, but I think I'm just going to do it myself so I get the raise cash. The Cult of Pleasure is very weak now. That is nuts. Like how weak they have become since all of these battles. I guess we did take the entirety of Ulthuan off them almost. Oh, go on, Clan Pestilence. Wreck Khemri. It's kind of a good thing that Clan Pestilence is still around and causing issues for Khemri. I kind of like that.
On thy knees.
Well, the Blooded Axe tribe would like a peace treaty. Why is their balance of power so bad now? I don't think I'm going to take it because I need to wipe them out regardless. Gonna see the rebellion siege Tor Anlek, and it looks like Peter Shitilban is gonna start sieging Paravon. Avalon's going to rebel next turn, and the Wood Elves have mobilized against Skeggy. Okay. We set that as the war target for the Wood Elves, didn't we? Right, since the guy in Vale's pretty well defended, I don't think we really need to rush back to defend Avalon. Unless the rebellion attacks Tor Sarior. I think I'm gonna just take Tor Finu this turn. That's an easy take. And we'll occupy that. That gives us another settlement to work with. Might keep the iron mine. We'll get rid of the defiled can. Now in these last two slots, I am going to want a vampire crypts. And I'm also going to want Balefire Brazier, but we're already building that. So I guess the only other thing to get is an awakened battlefield. Yeah, let's pop that in there. Good stuff. We've got a few demolitions complete. I'm going to fill out the buildings at Val's Anvil. Make sure we get the Balefire Brazier in there. And then also the Ghost Fence. Good. And Woman this turn. I might just send him up to like Tor Sethai so he's ready to sort of go across and start attacking the Dark Elves. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because then at least he's still in the settlement. Or like in the province, sorry. Because the public order here is pretty rough. He's going to have to stay there for a little while. As for Vlad, he's going to have to break out of this siege. And that's going to be relatively simple. We'll take the extra income from that. Or not the income, the replenishment, sorry. Just so that he doesn't have to replenish as much. And then I think we'll go and maybe attack the Court of Pleasure here. I could also just quickly go pick up this treasure. It's actually in range. Maybe do that.
I am invincible. King of Darkness.
Oh, it's a battle one. It might actually be worth playing out the battle. Because we always have places where we can spend that kind of cash. So let's explore the island. Okay, apparently it's an auto-resolve. Because there's no need to play that out. That's interesting. Okay, I thought they were always like relative strength to your army. Apparently not. And this time around I think I'm just going to take the money. And that's given us 8,000 on top of what we already have. It's actually in full speed to get back into Toranlek. Let's do that. Lovely. And he should be fully replenished in the next turn. Then we can go and take out Admiral Lucius over here. Since we are at this province, I may as well be upgrading those walls and pushing the Balefire Brazier into Tordranil. We can also build up the gallows just to get the extra public order in the province, and that should be absolutely fine. We're already taxing it. So that's great. Let's continue with our actions for the time being. Isabella, let's move her up to the edge of the normal movement range. And we'll see if we need to go any further. Okay, we do need to go further. Let's just chase down this Blood Axe tribe. Well, they are gone for good. Do I build Balefire Braziers in here? I don't think I will. I think I'll just get a Forester's Shack. That's a good way to make a bit more income. And I'll just leave that slot empty. Because the public order is fine now. Could be similar down here. Yeah, it's fine. It's +3 public order per turn. All good. And that's even with the Curse of the Sword of Cain. Next army. Woman Fafbak, we already moved. Meinrad. He's sitting at Tor Amrock. Now at Torn Ramrock we do definitely need to upgrade that mine, so I'm going to do that. Is he in range to attack Arnheim? He is. Maybe we should do that. I think I will. Yeah, let's go and attack Arnheim. Well, it depends on the garrison. Well, the garrison's crap. Cool. Let's do it. Can we do it? It's not giving me the attack option. Okay, now it does. We should be able to attack it straight away because it is a port settlement. Yeah. Great. Let's jump in and fight this on the battle map. It should be relatively simple. I don't actually have that much infantry though. But thankfully I do have the Vargeis. And I think mine runs on the dragon, so yeah. Simple enough. We can always have the Vargolf knock down the gates, and if we have to use the Blood Knights. Well, the Vargolf will be knocking down the gates regardless, but there we go. Right, let's gamble for more wins. I'm going to hide all of my Blood Knights to the left here. Might also put the Hex Rays in there. Then I'm going to keep all these guys together. I'm actually going to have the skeletons in the center, and then we'll have the Grave Guard on each side, because then the skeletons will be the ones that take most of the missile fire. Get the Vargolf in the center with this lot, and I think we're good to go. Let's start the deployment, start the battle. And these two can go up on the left side, these two can go up either side of the gate, and then those two on the right. I am going to have my Lord fly over early, I think. But I'm going to wait with the Vargeis because I don't want them to be targeted by the Black Ark Corsairs with handbows. So my plan here is actually to hit the Black Card of Nagarond with the breath attack. So we're going to try and do that. They're getting a lot of damage though. Okay, there we go. They're going to do a lot of damage. Oh, it hit both of them. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, and he can land, do his thing. I think he just threw like one of the Black Ark Corsairs with handbow off the wall. That was pretty nuts. Okay, and we can bring in the Vargeis now, since the majority of the other forces are occupied. Great. Yeah, you can see that the Skeleton Warriors took some of the damage. I think actually my Lord took most of the damage. But he's okay, he can just take off and heal himself up if he has to. There comes the two sets of Vargeis straight into the Black Ark Corsairs with handbows. Going to absolutely rip them to shreds. I can actually buff them up. I might have this guy take off, Meinrad, and he can join in with the Vargeis over on this side. I mean, I'm going to have him take off anyway because he does have another breath attack available. Let's just hit the Black Guard of Nagarond again. This could actually be a really good strike. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, that was perfect. Okay, and then he can dive into this engagement, and we can buff up all these guys. Wow. Okay, that was really, really good. And this infantry on the left isn't engaged with anything, so may as well come off the walls. Maybe start pushing towards the centre. We crush these guys though. That's some really good use of my skills. Like the Staff of Damnation, the breath attacks. Really, really good stuff. We could just take off again actually with all of the flying units. What I'm thinking of doing. And then we can get an invocation. Then we can dive down into like the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows and stuff. Saying that might not be the best idea. Will he take off? Not sure he will. Not when he's on the ground. If it was on the walls, it would be a different matter. That may have been a bad idea. Right, at least I can get these guys through. I think we just continue the engagement, right? And we just use invocations. Let's bring over this infantry. That engaged. May as well have these guys come off the walls. I could lose my Vargas here if I'm not too careful. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake, having them come down into that engagement. A massive potential for me just losing the entire units. Thankfully the Mortis engine will do quite a bit of work. Let's make sure we have a invocation on that Vargas just so that it doesn't completely disintegrate.
Descendant.
With haste, now.
And the Necromancer is engaging the Blackguard and Agron. That's not good.
Magic.
Have we won? I think we have. Good. A bit messy with the Vargas, but otherwise all good. I'm just going to invocate those Vargas again, and we'll speed it up. Then we will end the battle with a decisive victory. 183 kills for Meinrad. Did most of the heavy lifting throughout that battle. Really nice breath attacks. I think that one breath attack that hit both of the Blackguard and Agron was some of the best value I've got from a breath attack in a long while. Okay, we'll occupy that. Nice. Oh wow, it gave us a Vampire Crypt, which is a +4 public order, and the Witch House fully upgraded. Perfect. Now we just need to build in the Gibbet and the Ghost Fence. Nice. I like it. And this is also a large occupied elven colony, which gives us income from ports in all regions. Very nice. And we get an extra 50% income from ports. So, Meinrad needs to level up. We'll continue with Beguile. And next stop for him will be Bleakhold Fortress, so that we can complete that province. I think what we're going to do with Warmond is have him go over to the northern jungles of Pahualaxa. Or we could go to Isthmus of Lustria and take Hexoatl. That might be worth doing. It's probably like a unique building there or something. Right, Bernard needs to take Saal Encampment, so we are going to have to play this out by the looks of things. Let's just assign the armor piercing to one of the Graveguard. And we will fight it on the battle map. Let's go. It should be just a matter of swarming them to death. I'll have all of the skeletons go first. Graveguard behind. I might actually spread out the formations just a little bit more so it's easier to flank. But we do have the Blood Knights to flank anyway, so we'll just have those on sides, and then we'll group these guys, gamble for the wins since we only have 8. And off we go. Yeah, relatively simple battle here. It's a shame the auto-resolve wasn't the same as it is in battle, because otherwise I might have just auto-resolved it. Not too much to it, really. I just need to make sure some Blood Knights attack the back line and the Ice Trolls. I think I might have to have a Blood Knight just come through and attack the Ice Trolls head on. Alright, let's just come around the back here. Where are those trolls? There they are. Let's get an invocation down here. Charge into the back of these guys. I may as well have my Lord attack their Lord, since he isn't doing anything particularly helpful right now. May as well charge into these Marauders with great weapons, that is fine. Ooh, he's taking a lot of damage. Time to go. Yeah, my Lord was not happy with that engagement. Maybe that's an engagement for my Blood Knights. I'll do another invocation on this right side, and then we'll do an invocation on the left side. Gonna charge into those Ice Trolls again. Their Lord's actually dying. Nearly done. Just speed it up. And they should all run away. Nice. One last invocation. And I'll end it there. Lovely. Bernard's very, very low on health. But I'm hoping that he does recover quicker than the other units. Actually, he won't be recovering at all because we're in raiding stance. Maybe we can recover with channeling. Remember that you might be able to do that. I guess it might depend on the chaos corruption. But we are going to raise that. I'm not going to bother sacking and raising. We're just going to raise it.
My bloodline calls.
And we'll go back into raiding for this turn so that we don't take the attrition. Okay, we're going to have to get Darkling Skies. Pretty important for his army. And also, I mean, for the rest of the campaign, it's pretty important to have that extra help against the chaos corruption. If we go into channeling, no, that doesn't actually do anything helpful. Still take attrition. So we're just going to have to stick in raiding stance and hope that we can maintain healthy units. Okay, I can't really fight with Bernard anymore. What I could potentially do is merge these guys. If there's some dead to raise. I can definitely raise these guys.
This better be important.
Replace that. Does get rid of those unit ranks, but I'm not too concerned when it just comes to those chaff units. Like, the stats aren't even that different.
bloodline calls.
Okay, Count Ewald is our next man to move. Let's head towards Mount Arachnos. And then we just have Wendrick, who's trying to catch up with Isabella.
Then go.
Now we have 20,000 to spend. So Gothic is not taxing at the moment, but that's because the public order would cause a rebellion. And Torquer Ally doesn't have the best garrison at the moment. Toraka's pretty damn close actually, but hopefully the Balefire Hearth upgrading will help with the vampiric corruption, and thus the public order should sort itself out. That's with tax on as well, so that's not too bad. I can potentially upgrade that Murky Harbour now though. These other ones, nothing much I can do. I can definitely upgrade the settlement here. So let's do that. Don't want to upgrade anything. Those are all like positive public order now. The ones that are negative that are the worst. Like, let's just upgrade the walls at Toranrock. Just because that's a gold settlement, we don't actually want to lose that at any point. Because that would be a big blow to our income. Over here, I think what I'm going to do is use the brackish pond, and then we will go for the balefire brazier in the other one, just to try and sort out the public order. That won't be helped by the fact the Blooded Axe tribe is nearby. Put the money into these walls. And I guess I'll just upgrade to the Murky Harbour. Put it on. Why not? Anything that makes income is not a bad investment. We've got the rebellion there, but Delusions of Grandeur is complete in the next turn. Let's end the turn. We've got the rebellion at Avalon. But I don't think we have anything else to worry about. I might even skip the Dark Elf turn. The only army that they're going to move is the Black Ark that I can see, I think. Assaulted my garrison. Oh dear. What will I do?
I, Vlad von Carstein.
Okay, the exiles on the heck would like a military alliance. How about you just give me some money? Thank you. So kind. Maybe I should have looked at the armies of the Blood Axe tribe. Delusion of Grandeur is finished though, with the extra or minus upkeep, sorry, for the Black Coach, Corpse Cart, Mortis Engine, and Blood Knight units, which is really good. We also have extra what? Research rate faction wide plus 10%. Okay, pretty nice. Follower to pick up. Meinrad is now insane. So is Oswald. Pretty sure all of my lords are insane at this rate. I'm trying to cane. We will build the walls here, the corpse pile. I am going to upgrade that to the Plane of Bones, and we are going to make sure that that is upgrading to level 3. Okay, so that's a lot of money spent. But let's have Vlad try and hunt down Admiral Lucius now. He is still going to get replenishment as well at the end of the turn, which is great. We're in range to destroy this army. Great. Really good. That's one of the armies dealt with. Murder the captives for the extra leadership. And maybe I can attack this one as well. He's actually going to run away. And take attrition. Okay. Right, Warmond, I think is just going to have to stay here for the time being. Let's upgrade White Peak so we can get the walls. Meinrad is going to go for Bleak Hold Fortress. Can we reach there in one turn? We can. Hopefully it doesn't have a very good garrison. Oh, we can't. Okay, never mind then. It's a bit rough because we are going to take the attrition. And that's not going to help the public order in Arnheim at all.
This better be important.
Okay. Well, Milland is good to go from Torfinu. Let's start building up the walls here, like the corpse pile. I'm not sure. I think we'll go for the Balefire Hearth. I'm tempted to like just get another Balefire Brazier. Let's go for a Gibbet actually. And we're going to have Milland come and help out with this rebellion. If we level him up, max out Master Strike and the Necromancer. Let's just get Van Hell's Dance Macabre, and then we'll have the Guy in Vale sally forth, and we'll wipe out those guys. Lovely. So that's the rebellion dealt with. Because the units here aren't really very strong right now, they did go for the siege straight away. It was pretty rough, but thankfully that should sort out the public order in the future, especially considering it's about to go under 50% chaos corruption. Let's just now go into March. We can actually jump into the settlement for this turn. And now with Bernard, let's head on to Aisling's Conclave. I'm not even sure if he's going to be able to take Aisling's Conclave. The garrison's not very good, so we should be able to. Let's have Rudiger head towards Doomkeep. And Count Ewald. Is he in range to attack Count Arachnos? He is. Let's just raise it. Okay, it was already attacked by the Tomb Kings apparently. So there we go. We're going to have to continue and wipe out Lost Plateau. That will get rid of the greenskins for good. Khemri will probably settle Mount Arachnos and Lost Plateau for the time being. Now we need to choose a new research. We're actually running out of researches to pick. I mean, I guess the extra income is never a bad idea. From the Hexensnacht sacrifices. Plus 30% income from vengeful spirit buildings. I don't think we have that many of those, because those are the ones that give us extra banshees. And I think I'm already at my limit with banshees because I never make those. So there we go. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. I'm going to leave it here. In the next episode, what we'll do is continue the conquest into the Dark Elf mainland with Meinrad. I'll spend the rest of this cash, and yeah, we'll just generally carry on. Lots to do still. Lots of settlements to take, but that's it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.